I hope you all are doing super, super well. We have missed seeing all of your beautiful faces. Welcome back to Cosplay Chronicles.
Yay!
Chronicles. Should figure out how to do like an echo effect on this thing. That would be pretty dope. So we did not have a session last month because of the fact that I had COVID, so I could not think straight. I still have a little bit of brain fog every now and again. That's kind of fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Just a little bit. So I apologize for missing that, but you know, like we said at the top of last episode, that when Mercedes needed to take some time off, your health is more important than a D&D game every single day of the week.
Oh yes.
So we wanted to make sure that we were all taking care of ourselves and whatnot, and we wanted to make sure that you knew that we cared and we didn't forget about you. But let's how's everybody doing? How's my players doing today?
We're in quarantine over here. I think Hina's mostly over COVID, but like we just need to get a negative test. I have been consistently testing negative the whole time, which is a relief.
Good.
And we've been like even quarantining like upstairs, downstairs, and and all that stuff, and wearing masks around the house. So yeah, I'll be glad when we're done.
Yeah, I can only imagine. What about you, Jazzy? How are you doing?
Pretty good overall. Working on costumes for like the first time in months and months, but yeah, just hanging out, playing D&D, working on costumes.
Love it. Dustin, how are you, buddy?
Yep. Doing good. Same old, same old.
Same old.
Yeah.
Old reliable.
Yep. Not much changes.
Yeah. Mercedes, checking in. How you doing?
Yep. I got new frames. They're the same as my other ones, but pink on the bottom.
Would you say that you've been framed?
Oh. My other glasses broke the other week, and I was like, dang it. And then I found out that I could just buy the same frame, but in different colors, and then I can just pop the lenses out and change it whenever I feel like wearing a different color.
That's super dope. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. I'm just gonna check our levels on the live stream, make sure everything's going okay there.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Not bad.
I'm very rusty with my German, so like, ein sprechen kleiner.
11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Okay, I can hear you guys. Everything seems to be good there.
I was counting super wrong.
All right, perfect.
I wouldn't have known.
Everything as normal. Audio checks out. We are all good, and I can stop looking like a complete doofus with headphones all weird. Okay.
You never do.
Oh, you're too kind. All right, so because, again, the fact that we had to take a little bit of a break, I will do the recap this time around, because the DM knows everything that's happening always and totally takes notes on all the random things that he says. So last time, our heroes decided that now, before they went to BarkCon, which is their test given to them by the Hammer group, from Terrence specifically, they would go and get some equipment. They met some really great shop owners, as well as some fantastically named shops. Tome Depot, that's just...
Bread Zeppelin,
yep,
I gotta love them fries at Lord of the Fries.
Yeah, that means two things. I think we even made like a piggy joke at one point.
We
yes,
sure did.
Pretty terrible people that day.
So so you all went shopping. You guys got some fantastic potions. You were able to find out what the potion was that you picked up at Necronomicon. Was a hill giant strength potion, or was it a fire giant strength?
Fire giant.
Fire giant. Very
fire
different. You went and got some magical items. Ring of Evasion, I believe, was on that list. Displacement cloak. And then you went and got sponsored by the Long Anvil from Barker and his enchanting husband, Jay, because he enchants things. And he also asked that anytime that you went out and about to the world, try and find a souvenir for their son Doug, who loves to collect things, specifically sharp things every now and again.
Uh-huh.
And by missing any major moments in your shopping quests that you wanted to highlight? No?
I have a displacer cloak, so I can be displacy with my displacer beast.
Exactly. And then
I think that's it.
you guys found your all-paid trip. You guys got a down payment for your 50 gold for your trip to BarkCon. You got on a ship, you sailed off, you went into the BarkCon area. You could see it being set up kind of at the base of everything. And when you guys got to the Wise Pine Forest, you saw the huge Kori tree that had just clearly civilization built around it, in it, and with it. And you guys are now, we'll say it's the morning before the con. You guys are all getting ready to go. And you guys you saw this wonderful little welcome basket, and it just kind of has a few things, nicks and knacks, and you guys got your tickets. Everything's good to go. What do you guys do from here?
Should we just kind of look around to see get like the lay of the area?
Yeah, for sure. Like, if big stuff's gonna go down, we want to make sure we know, like, our way around.
Is it con day or is it before con day? Are we
It's
here?
opening ceremonies con day.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know, like, I think it would be good if we knew, like, where all the entrances and exits were. Maybe we should look at, like, any places that would be common areas for, like, the cosplayers who are competing and things like that, just to make sure that there's no one watching them funny or anything.
Yeah.
Funny.
Do we want to split up for that so we're not as, like, suspicious in a big group and we're just, like, checking things out?
Is it weird for a group of 4 to walk around?
I don't know. Maybe?
I think groups are less suspicious than individuals in a cosplay setting.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Because we're just a group of friends at this point, rather than like a lone cosplayer.
Right,
I guess
right.
that's true. I just worry that, like, if they know, I mean, they're definitely starting to recognize us, and if we're in a group, that's a lot easier to be like, hey, it's those guys.
Those guys. We could split into groups of 2 and 2.
Yeah, and then we can
Okay.
just decide, like, when to meet back up and all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
That could work.
Cool. Do we want to, like, draw straws? How do we want to do this?
Well, I imagine we'll at least want to split up the healers, just in case something goes wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a good idea.
I have that healing rock.
Drexel says this as if he heals ever.
I have the potential to heal.
I mean,
I just need to cast it.
mostly you bite first.
Fight first, heal later. Yeah.
Well, I won't feel too bad smacking people with the healing rock then.
How's the healing rock
Sure.
work again? Is it how hard you hit them?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. No, I was just thinking of like the potion of fire strength.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And then hitting them.
It's
Just this
still
feels
feels
Goku-esque.
lot.
Ah!
You just push.
pretty sure it'd just still be 1d6 plus 2, but
Okay. I could not remember.
Yeah,
But it might be more satisfying if you have giant strength while you do it.
that is true. Very true.
I'll keep it in mind.
Sure. Like, I can go with Drax if you want to go with Bea.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
So do we
Yeah.
want to like just like one group checks out the artist alley, the other?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What places should we make sure to hit? What are like the most cosplay dense? Or I mean, Artist Alley Vendors Hall probably, because like last time they had booths and we caught that
Yeah.
cosplayer acting funny. So that's probably a good one. Maybe check out like where the gatherings are for like meetups and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Trying to think of where else if they have like a cosplay repair table, I bet they see like all kinds of cosplayers.
And then maybe we should figure out where cosplayers are checking in for the contest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. The dealer's hall is pretty big, so do we want to have one group cover that and then the other one can check for like the check-in table and the like cosplay repair table?
Yeah, that
And
sounds
we
good.
can like meet up at a gathering spot so that it's not weird if we have a big group.
I'm also gonna grab what is the word I'm looking for? It's not a manual.
A schedule?
A schedule.
Schedule.
My brain just went knife.
Gonna grab a schedule and see what the
Schedule.
panels listed are, because it could be possible that they're recruiting through panels too.
Mm.
And if we're going to the dealer's hall, we need to look for a knife to bring back to Doug.
Oh yes, definitely.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys kind of go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, do we want to flip a coin to decide who goes where?
Yeah.
Okay. Heads, me and Drax will take. Dealers, tails will take the other. Phew,
Sounds
I'm
good.
really flipping a coin. We got heads. So we'll take dealer's hall. You guys want to take the tables?
Yeah.
Cool.
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 Okay.
All right. Sorry, David.
No, you don't apologize to me, dear Lord. No, don't do that. This is your
I
show.
wanted a cool chance to use your like neat resin coin you gave me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you guys pack up for your morning. You get your little bit, bags of snacks. You're kind of ready to go. Are you guys going in costume at this point, or are you guys just going to go out in your civvies?
That's a good question. I don't think we like talked about if we are cosplaying lately. Like Rain has his bag of holding, so he'd have at least a couple cosplays with him. But I don't know. Like unless we have a specific need to hide, he'll probably just wear his usual like hoodie and mask.
I mean, and maybe it's better to go check things out and just like our normal clothes, because that way no one's paying attention to us, because their attention is drawn by the people in their cool costumes.
Colin will still feel underdressed, so he's wearing a link hat over like between his horns. But he is dressed casually, but he's got a link hat on.
I love it. So you guys kind of go more or less casual. You guys head outside, and the hotel that you're staying at, they have all these signs pointing you in the right direction for BarkCon, and it seems to meander through the tree. But as you are going through the tree, you realize that you're actually just following the growth of this tree in the least harmful way that you can coexist with the tree as well. So you can live in the tree, but not also harm the tree in the process. As you're walking through, Vea, you notice like there is so much druidic magic here. It's like not even funny how powerful this feels. Like you've never felt like, that thrum of being close to like a generator or a live battery or something. That's how it feels, and it just like it tingles across your flesh, and it feels exhilarating, and it's almost kind of like this like a vitamin B shot kind of thing, or a B12 shot. You're just like, yeah, all right, let's go. So as you guys are following the signs, they do lead you slightly outside, and as you are going outside, you notice that part of the dealer hall is near and inside the base of the tree. It seems like it's been kind of cleared out, much like any con or exhibit hall, that there is like space where people can come and go, change out for a different event or an experience or whatever someone who would rent it out for. A lot of the ground is laid out with these large fences keeping the con indoors, in the sense that there is an inside of the con and an outside of the con. The canopy of these trees are so dense that even though you do get sunlight, you will never get rained on. You'll never get snow. And this obviously looks like a tree that has covered this community for what feels like thousands of years. The grounds below it still look healthy. They still look fresh, even for as thick of a canopy as it is. Picture, if you will, the big giant tree from Avatar: Last Airbender that kind of like just connects to everything. So you guys are led outside to go into the slight check-in area. I did draw a map, but for whatever reason, I didn't decide to put it on my computer. So, yeah, there you go. You're gonna get
Hey, Matt!
my fantastic drawing on camera.
Oh my gosh, that tree is so detailed.
It's so detailed, right? And I know I used the right color for it.
Oh,
Wink.
yes.
So at the very top of the map, you've got the stage. There's the green room. I have to remember that this is inversed. Next to the green room, there is only one exit, but there is the artist's alley, and that's pretty much a large area.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looks awesome, David.
Thank you. Let's see. I don't even remember what's all on this map. There is the cosplay first aid right near the check-in.
What's in the bottom right corner?
Yes, the bottom right corner. I apologize. I didn't put this down. I don't know why. I was so busy working on other things. There are several gathering places
security
inside the tree, as well as the dealer's hall.
Okay.
The check-in is just this huge area near the bottom, the south of the map. And then you've got security, as well as a few different panels and booths for different creators.
You mentioned the fences. Can you tell us a little more about those, or is that something I need to roll for?
No, you can definitely see them. You see that they are natural fences. They seem to be very thick vines, but still in that crisscross pattern that you would see a wire fence. It seems to have been grown from the ground. They jut up out of the ground about 20 feet high.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're definitely there for like security, and to make sure everyone in and outside stays safe. They don't have an opening wide enough for like most people to fit their arms in. Maybe a halfling or a gnome would be able to reach their arm through. Someone maybe on the smaller scale, but you're definitely not going to be able to fit a water bottle or a candy bar all the way through.
Right.
That.
How climbable do they look then, if they're like made of all these like vines and stuff?
They look pretty climbable, to be honest. With a 20 feet high, like you're not sure what would stop somebody from climbing in and out. But as far as you can see, that they definitely look like they could be climbed or scaled.
But they'd be pretty like visible, or?
Oh yeah, anybody trying to climb it would be pretty visible.
And there's no like barrier at the top.
Not that you're seeing, no.
Okay, probably irrelevant. I just wanted to ask.
No, it's a great question. Absolutely great question.
Okay.
So you guys get to the large check-in table, and there are just a plethora of Aarakocras, the bird-like creatures with wings and hands and digits, and they're checking you in, and they see when you get there that you have these VIP passes, and they're like, "Oh goodness! Oh hello!" And you see this owl Aarakocra, and she spins her head slightly, and she goes, "We have the VIPs here." And they come up to, like, there's a few people come up to you, and they're like, hello, what is your names? We would love to welcome our VIP guests.
Shoot. I forgot to think of a name.
What's rain backwards? Dang it.
Let's see. Well, I've been trying to, like, like last time he did an easy one so that, like, the hammer would recognize the name if they tried. You guys go ahead. I'll think of one.
I'm Axel. If you can just put that down, just AXL, no E. Axel.
Very metal. I love that. That's fantastic. And you are?
Frederick von Richtenberg.
Richtenberg. Is that like iceberg or lettuceberg?
How is that different? Oh, so I think iceberg like iceberg lettuce, and so I was really confused because it seemed like the same thing. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And like she doesn't even blink an eye at it. She just continues on. And your name, miss?
Just following Draxel's lead. She's like, my name's Leia, like the princess.
Leia, lovely. All right, Leia, like the princess. What a lucky person you are to be named Leia. And
I know.
And you?
Storm.
I'm gonna need all of you to roll me a deception check, though.
Got it. Oh man, I got 21.
Oh, no.
Dope.
15.
Grab my stats.
9.
9.
12.
12. So for the most
You guys
part,
need last names. Come on.
no, you
Who
save
needs a
that
last name?
you save that for plot development moments. That's what you save it for. So as you're giving out these names, like Vea, when you give out like Leia, she kind of goes, "What a lovely name." Yeah. And
All of them, that's the suspicious.
and Rain, when you give out your name, she goes, "Storm." Okay, and you're not quite sure if she buys it or not, but she like has a little bit more confidence in it than Leia. But Axel and Frederick didn't even blink an eye, just went right through.
Can't be the weirdest name you've heard at an anime convention.
No,
Okay, so like, maybe my name is just similar, and I just like to say that it's Leia. Like, it's really close.
okay, fair enough. I apologize. I shouldn't be picky. And she types up these badges, and you guys get these very nice embossed badges that are to be hanging around your neck at all points in times. Your names are stamped into it. They're made out of a tin, if not maybe an aluminum. They're very hard. It looks like they would be difficult to forge at this point in time.
Poland is like so glad he picked like a ridiculous name.
Frederick von Richtenberg.
It looks so cool on the tin.
And then they
Cherish
give
it.
you the same map that I just showed you, as well as a schedule when the different panels and some of the different artists and guests that they have around at the con. And they say, of course, this is still someone's habitat and environment, so please be kind to the tree. If you are experiencing a moment where you feel like you are going deeper into the tree than not, please turn around or stop and ask for help immediately. We know that this is a tree that is full of life. However, it's still full of mystery at times, so please keep that in mind.
Like the rainforest.
Oh, are there any guests that you're excited to see?
Yes.
Do you get to take a break and see anyone this weekend?
Oh yes, I'm me personally, I'm very excited for the cosplay ballroom, the little masquerade that happens closer to the end of the night. Always a fun time to see everybody just having a good time dancing. It's a little bit more classical here in the sense of they want an actual masquerade instead of just a dance party. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to put on my favorite tuxedo mask outfit, and I just,
Oh, nice.
well, with the whites around my eyes, it just feels like it's a little bit fun to kind of embellish. But as far as any big guests, we have a few cosplayers that we're really excited to be hosting. We've got Mimic. They're great. They're absolutely fantastic. And let's see who else Who else are we gonna have? Oh yes, we're gonna have a few voice actors. There's the one from the fantasy finals. They're going to be here. I don't know which character they are, but from the fantasy finals, they're in all of them. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Probably Chase Ray.
Not Charles.
Oh yeah. Charles Ray. And Damon Robert.
Yes, that's those.
I was gonna say Donnie Raymond.
No, that's Osmond. It's Osmond Donnie. Bertollet is not impressed.
Frederick is
That
not
sounds
impressed.
really cool. When is that masked dance happening?
That will be tomorrow night after the competition.
Oh, after the cosplay contest.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice. Do they have any, like, I don't know, like dress standards? Do you have to be like in a fancy thing, or does it just have to be a mask?
A mask is like the bare minimum. They ask that if you're going to be coming, try to do to a character of some sort, not just like oh look, I put on a little domino mask and I'm Robin or whatever. Like a little thought into it. It brings the fun for everybody. But for the most part, a mask is the bare minimum that they ask.
Oh, we actually didn't bring any masks. Do you know of any shops that might have something like that in the dealer hall?
Oh, there are several shops in the dealer hall.
Oh, great.
I believe there's even one that's just doing like all Kingdom Hearts style outfits, and they're fantastic tailors. They can like quickly zip into a Organization 13 outfit, just real quick, real easy. They've got all the tools that they need to like just make a custom fitting Organization 13 outfit. Then you have the hood, no mask needed, just in case if you've got any of the that fear of things on your face, if that makes sense. Although last year I did see somebody walk in with a face hugger on their face.
Oh my
Absolutely
goodness.
talent. Absolutely
Oh.
talent. I hope they show up again.
Very cool. Well, thank you. Thank you
Love it.
for
Jazzy.
all of that information. What was your name?
My name is
How about we have to give poor David like
Therson.
names?
Therson?
Therson.
Therson.
Cool. Well, if anybody asks, we'll make sure to tell them 2 thumbs up for all your help. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Right. I guess should we move along and split up?
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
All right. So, Vea and Tolan, you are heading towards the Artist Alley. Tolan, you wanted to know the schedule. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah,
Is there
check
anything
out the
specific that you're looking
panels.
for in the schedule?
Anything that has the mended chain MLM vibes.
Maybe we can look on the schedule for the cosplay guests that they mentioned.
I
Yeah,
know-
that's true. Yeah, we could see like
Wasn't
what
that-
they're teaching.
Wasn't that one elf gonna be there?
The
Right.
snooty one.
Yeah.
Snooty.
I mean, as
pants.
much as I don't like them, they don't deserve to
No.
become a mind zombie.
No.
Roll me a quick history check, Rain.
Sure. That is 17.
17. Oh, with your 17, you remember it's Gree Faye cosplay is the very snooty one who
Okay.
and she's going to specifically be a cosplay judge for the cosplay competition today or tomorrow.
Wow. Oh, goody. Yeah, you remember what was her name? Gree Faye? Anyway, I saw that she was going to be here. Even if we don't like, even if she's not one of the ones that was affected by the mended chain, it might not be a bad idea to like talk with her. And since she'll be connected to a lot of the cosplayers, maybe she
She would
needs.
definitely be observant of anybody that is a threat to her
Yeah, maybe she needs a handler.
You guys should probably handle that, not me.
It might just be worth talking to her and see if she's seen anything sketchy too.
I can talk to her.
I
I'll
will
be
just-
nice.
I will just, keep a wide berth because I don't think she's gonna want to talk to me.
Okay, I doubt she remembers my face since I was in a no face costume.
Ah. You had no
Okay,
face.
well, we can figure that part out later. Well,
yeah.
we'll just go exploring for now.
I was not secretive about my feelings.
And we sure appreciated that.
Who knows? Maybe she's nicer now. Maybe she was having a bad day. I don't know. Just in that moment, she was not very likable, and I let her know.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Maybe her personality would improve if she was a zombie for a little bit. I don't know.
It would.
Let's
All right. Should we?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys decide to split up. Before you guys do split up, the schedule, kind of looking for that MLM vibe. There's definitely like Cosplay 101 or the magical social boards and how to get noticed. Using your imagination to a degree no one thought possible. And what else? There's also one of just like chainmail for beginners.
Not create the impossible, but
No.
I want to use that as a title now. I love it.
Very good. You okay?
Do you feel called out?
I do.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll be 100% honest. Wasn't trying to call you out. Was making it up off the top of my head in that case.
it was really well done.
Thank you. So, Vea and Tolan, you guys look at the schedule. You see that there's that. Mimic Cosplay is actually a group of Kenkus who are really well known for their costumes, but because they're Kenkus, they mostly just speak in quotes perfectly to the show that they're dressing up as. It looks like
That's
this
cool.
time around they are doing a Naruto group cosplay. Nobody knows who is who because they just all cosplay different characters at different times, and they never actually give you their name. They're the Mimic Cosplay group, and they're going to be doing like a meet and greet a little bit later today after the opening ceremonies. And there's lots of people at the Artist Alley. There's lots of small time vendors, and anything else that you guys want to know about?
We should probably just check that stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you guys want to go to like the Artist Alley? What do you think? For Vea and Tolan. Sorry.
And Vea.
Yeah.
Leia. I really want to dress as Smog for the masquerade. We need to
Okay.
find a red dragon mask. Do you think we can find one here?
Probably. Like, there's all sorts of stuff around. So, yeah.
Okay,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Frederick's gonna be all smoggy. I'm here for it.
So you guys
All right.
head towards the Artist Alley. Go ahead, both of you roll me some perception checks. Just give me like 2 perception checks each, and then I'll average them out to see if you guys notice anything suspicious.
Oh, well, that was a 3 for the first one.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh, man, this is so bad. 10 and 17.
10 and 17. Tolan?
You're carrying, so I got 3 and 7.
So you're a little overwhelmed, Tolan, You're just like more on the hunt for your mask than anything else. Vea, you are kind of keeping an eye out for people. Right now, what you're seeing is just people are still setting up. They're getting ready to go. There's a lot of like happy interactions between different artists. There's a few small like craft people who have like small like dice bags and a few like little book covers. You see that same leather merchant who is like the Bloodborne merchant, not the Blood Hunter merchant, excuse me, from a few cons ago at this point. You don't see right off the bat any masks, but you do see like a lot of artists, a lot of painters, a lot of people like trying to sell their scale oil. It's like a beard oil, but for scales.
Ooh, you have a sample of that?
Yes.
You can just be like, look.
Of course.
Since you're all classy,
Yes. It's like I must try this as Frederick.
This golden dragonborn comes out. Yes, of course, I have everything that you may ever want here, and like pulls out a small like little droplet and like takes your hand, and it's like, would you like something complementing your skin or to really heighten it, make you shimmer and shine?
Oh, I want to shimmer and shine.
Ah, yes, and then drops a few drops, and as you look at it, it looks kind of like a soft lotion, but it has glitter in it with a kind of like a blue to really make the red pop on your scales.
Put on bronze.
Oh, your bronze? Apologies. Then it's more of a green to make the bronze pop.
Ooh, I like that. That's very pretty.
Oh yes, it's quite a good look for you, Frederick.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm trying to stay in character, but it's so funny. Do you have anything more like this?
Oh, I have many bottles like this, and it's not just for Dragonborns. I even have things for the soft skins, shall we call them? Excuse me, little joke. Maybe your friend would like to try some of our lotions that we have for the skin that, doesn't just come off every now and again and just grows and grows and grows and grows. Very, very gross. It's hard to clean up all the skin cells.
Speaking of coming off, like, does this stuff come off after a certain amount of time? Like, how long does this stay on?
It absorbs over time and naturally. And a good shower or a good swim in a lake will wash away all of the biodegradable. Little
animal friendly. Is this like Dragon Fox instead of Winter Fox?
Oh no, they're a few stalls down, dear. They're a few stalls down. They're fantastic. Their look on chic every single time. I've never seen. I'm afraid I'll go out of business if they have reached into my territory.
I mean, I would also like to shimmer like my friend if you have something for my beautiful complexion.
Of course. Your complexion is so beautiful. And they kind of go through a few different vials, and they pull out one, and they go, do you want something to shimmer? Let's see. And gets you one that has like a tint of violet. Violet.
Violent.
Yes.
Well, I won't say no to either of those. Oh, yes, please. I would like to match Frederick.
Yes. Then in that case, and it hands you a similar vial, but it's a softer lotion, and it seems to spread just a little bit easier on your skin, whereas like for Tolan, it kind of like fills in the gaps after you like rub across your scales. Because scales don't create that even pattern, so you're able to like kind of fill in the small gaps between that, and that's where it really shimmers and shines.
How much is this?
For VIP, we have a discounted deal. For the 2 vials, 15 copper.
Done. I have 8 copper, 20 silver. How do I money this?
It's 10 to 1.
Leia, money this for me.
Yes. No problem, darling.
Yep.
Well, we'll likely be back. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. If you like, you can even sign up to our Ravens list, where we send you, promo codes anytime that we're doing an event of some sort in our shops. If you would like to stay up to date.
Oh, definitely. Yes. And he writes down. He writes down Grandmima's info.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll make sure to send you a Raven, and at any time, you're more than welcome to unsubscribe from our Ravens list at any time.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated. He thinks Grandmima's gonna love this stuff.
So you guys continue going through. You do see a few faces that are familiar as you're going through, just people that you've bumped into cons before. No one that's like, oh, that's a troublemaker, but just like, oh, yeah, I've seen this person at a con before. Looks like they were a volunteer there. This might be their home con. You're just, as you're starting to do the con circuit a little bit more, you're finding familiar faces. Anything else that you guys are looking for?
Probably not right now. I think is more just getting the general vibes and all that.
Okay.
Definitely gonna look for anyone that looks like they're scoping out the cosplayers a little too much.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me another perception check.
Yeah, let's see how well he does on that. He's so perceptive. 7 again.
7 again. You're like, oh yeah, I'm so shiny now. Look
So shiny.
at this. And
Way
you're
to
trying
go,
to like play it off
distraction.
as like coy as you like look through your fingers kind of thing of like, oh yes, but like you just get so distracted by that beautiful green shimmer that highlights your brass beautifully.
He hasn't felt this pretty like ever.
Aw.
All right, so as you guys are continuing through the Artist Alley, Rain and Draxel, Axel and Storm, you guys are heading towards the dealer's hall. What are you guys looking for?
Well, probably like if there's any cosplayers that have a booth, or looking like for that MLM marketing sort of a thing, like if there's a crafting or like crafting supply or something that seems really sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of posters and very little product, stuff like that. And then of course the souvenir for our Long Anvil folks.
Okay. So it doesn't take you very long to find like the classic weapon shop at the dealer hall. Must be this age, this age, this age, and this age to enter, because they have to consider like all of the different races. You have to be 118 at least to be an elf to enter, but you have to be 18 years old for a human or 20 years old for a dwarf, so on and so forth. And like they've got a few smaller shops here and there that are selling like smaller vintage with homegrown materials for your scales on the knife, things like that. You do find a mask shop that seems to exclusively sell masks for the masquerade tomorrow night. You also find the Organization 13 outfit makers. They're called Organizing the 13.
Nice.
Perfect.
And you do find a few shops that are selling like cosplay supplies, and they seem to be more of like a, hey, let's get contacts out more than like selling big groups of items. One of these is a fabric wholesaler, so they brought like giant bundles of cloth on the reams to sell, or like to talk about, with more cards than they do seem to have like materials that, like, again, they're just starting to promote their shop more than anything else. They have a few cosplayers who aren't necessarily guests, but they're trying to sell like their book, like a Punished Props or a Kamui, and they're just trying to sell their book on foam smithing, or growing your own cosplay from the ground up. And it seems to be like a druid inspired growing bark to be your armor kind of thing. So there's a lot of different things. If you're looking if you're looking for like specific people that kind of look suspicious, go ahead and both of you roll me 2 perception checks again.
Ooh, 2 perception checks. All right, what's my modifier? Oh. 14
14.
altogether.
No, the two separate, because we're
Oh, well, 4 and 10.
4 and 10. Okay. And Draxel?
Got a 9 and a 23.
9 and a 23.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So,
Draxel, yeah.
you guys right off the bat are a little overwhelmed. Like, this is really well spaced. It seems to branch around the core of the tree with plenty of windows, so you're getting a lot of fresh air in and out. Very beautiful space, well lit, and everyone seems to be giving each other a good amount of space. Again, it's day one, opening ceremonies, so you're not expecting a lot of people. At one of those book selling tables, we'll say that they're called Chained and Co. And they're talking about metallurgy as well as metal shop stuff. They do seem to be like a little cagey. They seem to be like, whenever somebody comes up to the table, they're like, "Hi," and then like nothing else. They're not promoting until like somebody asks them questions of like, "What do you guys do?" and whatnot.
Huh.
Excuse me. So yeah, and you see that they have a gnome and I'm blanking on races. A gnome and a human at the table. They do not seem familiar to you. Draxel, they definitely seem greasy. Like they look like they haven't showered in a few days kind of look.
Okay, so like my whole thing.
Perfect.
I like kind of walk up. So what is this? What's this table for?
It's one of those cosplayers who's trying to like sell their book or sell their like specific type of foam that they like only they sell. Think like Foam Apprentice here in Utah, and they're like, yeah, hi, how's it going, man? How's it going?
I mean, it's going good. We're just here for the first day. How's it going with you? I have never seen you before. Tell me about your stuff.
Oh man, like so we try and do like we sell metals to be made into armors and whatnot.
Cool.
It's yeah, that's what we do. It's a thing.
Okay, but you like have these books?
Oh yeah, books. Yeah, we wrote these books, and he pulls out these 3 different books, and he like moves back his greasy hair, and as he slides the books back, you can like see the greasy fingerprints on the books.
Nope.
And he's like, all right, so yeah, we have like
Oh boy.
armor for dummies, and we've got chains and what they can do for you, and of course, book number 3, the final in the trilogy. Hammer is not the only tool.
I love these books.
Can I do a detect thoughts?
Yeah.
Cool.
As you
Do I have to
detect.
roll for that.
No, it's just as you're casting it. If you do want to like get deeper, he does get a saving throw. It seems empty. It seems like a horror scene where it's like there's just like mist through the hallways. You just see this long hallway and like mist across it. It's lit up. There's light here, but it just seems so empty. And there's
Lights are on.
Yeah, the lights are on,
Nobody's
but nobody's home.
Head empty.
And a single door at the very, very end of the of this long hallway, and you do hear a chain rattle.
Okay.
Yeah. So, pressing on like while Storm is doing this, it's like so. All right, so there's this book that said chains and what they can do for you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've never seen people use chains in cosplay. There was like this one like couples cosplay, and like she was going as Leia and he was going as Jabba, and they had chains. But
Yeah.
Beyond that, nothing. What's in this book? Can I mind if I like flip through?
Yeah.
Can you tell me
And I
about
think like as he's reaching for it, Rain would kind of be like, maybe don't touch their merchandise.
Oh, right. I don't want to like mess it up and I'll like wipe a little bit of the gunk off my
yeah.
hands.
No, man, like you do you. Like if you want to take a look. See, the thing is that chains aren't just like for, you know, Leia and Jabba fun times, if you catch my drift. they're it's literally chain mail. It's made from chains. Like if you want to like hold things together. I saw some cosplayer and she made a backless outfit to look like Doc Ock, and she used chains to hold it all together. So like there was still foam, there was still Warbler, it was all there, but like chains, man, it holds the world together. Don't you see?
I mean, yeah, like I use chains to like hold stuff and pull stuff, so I get that. And I didn't even think about chainmail. That completely accurate. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's also like this other book about. Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm great. Yeah, so
okay,
good.
You just look like a little tired.
Oh, I just haven't had Red Bull.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. What's this other book that's like about hammer?
Oh, the hammer's not the only tool. Yeah, like you know that Savage guy? He did the buff misting.
Randy Savage.
Yeah, Randy Savage, Macho Man. Yeah, loved him. So he says that like a hammer is like not the only tool you need, right? And so we kind of expanded upon that for cosplay needs, and like how sometimes you're never gonna have a hammer. You're never gonna have the hammer that you need, right? And sometimes you don't even want to see another hammer, because you know how many times I've smashed my thumb. Oh man. Sorry. So my thumb, I've smashed my thumb so many times trying to like hammer in something. So if you like want to use the back of a screwdriver, sometimes that's all you got, right? So you just smack that sucker in, and hammers aren't that great of a tool anyways. I know that they're like the number one thing that we made as a society of peoples coming to like life, I don't know, separating us from animals. And I'm not just saying as humans, like as a peoples, as a society, we're all the same, like we all grow. But then with a hammer, smack you in the hand, that's gonna hurt every single time. Maybe use a book instead. You maybe use this book as the hammer instead. That's all you need.
Oh, how much for the book?
For the hammer book, it probably I don't know, maybe like how much is the book? And the gnome, the halfling friend is like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be 5 silver pieces for each book. If you wanted to get all 3, it'll be 12 silver pieces.
I think we're okay for today, but thanks.
Okay. Cool.
What do you think, Axel?
I mean, I don't know. It's always good. I just don't want to like mess any stuff up with my hands. So if we do get them, you can just like put them in my bag for me, so I don't actually touch them and mess them up.
Like they're books, man. They're there to be like used.
Oh yeah.
If you don't
No, but they're gonna be a gift. So would you mind wrapping them?
Yeah.
Like just some paper or something.
Dang, wrap. Yeah, we could totally wrap it. Let me go ahead and he pulls out the 3 books. You wanted all 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he stacks them and he wraps them, and instead of like some decorative tape or anything, he has this like decorative chain that's made out of paper and wraps it around and does the standard like crossover for it, and like wraps it up and like holds it out into your bag and lets it just like whoop, and it goes, there you go, man. There you go.
I love how freaking obvious this is, and with Tolan's like perception rolls, he would have missed all this. Oh.
Cool. Well, yeah.
Did you have any more questions for them, Storm?
Yeah. Like, how long has your company been around? Like, you guys seem pretty new.
Yeah, we're like some new cosplayers. We haven't gotten into the cosplay like mode yet because we wanted to set up the table, and we're gonna take some turns, rotating through.
Sure. Is it just you 2 all weekend?
No. We've got a few other buddies who are coming through. They're gonna support. I want to see the con too, man. I've been
any cosplayers we might know?
Yeah. Like we were trying to make a deal with these goblins. That didn't go through. They just kind of like flaked out on us. You know, it is what it is. Do you know floor cosplay?
I don't.
They're like a kobold, and like they were doing this thing for a little while where they would like find whatever cosplay piece fell on the floor, and then they would just like hobble it together. And we taught them, hey, chains, man, chains will hold the cosplay together, because like they were just like taping it to themselves, and then you wouldn't even see the cosplay anymore. So floor cosplay, Blumcraft and Son, they're pretty good. They're a furbolg. Trying to think.
And they'll be here at your booth this weekend?
Yeah, they're gonna come by. You know, we really wouldn't have been able to do this without a sponsor. We met this really great guy. What's his name? I forget his name, but you know, he just this great. What's the half person, half horse?
Centaur.
Yeah. This centaur investor, like angel investor, really. He's like, I want to see your books on every shelf at every con. And I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. So me, my buddies, we all wrote the books over time, and he gave us like editors, and he gave us a publishing house, like all these great things. He was just the best. So yeah, we're just really grateful to that centaur dude.
Oh, have you heard from him lately? I'd love to try to get in contact.
Why are you thinking about going into publishing against us? Come on.
Maybe. No, well, not against. Like, maybe we have something that could contribute.
Oh. Well, how about I give you my card, and let me see. I don't have his card readily available. Maybe when I get back to the room, if you want to come back later today.
Yeah. What? Like to the booth? Yeah.
Yeah. To this booth.
Okay.
Unless, am I missing?
No, you're good. I just.
Do you want my number? Is that what's happening here?
Oh, no, that's all right.
I thought I was missing the cue. All right, my bad.
Oh, no, we're actually we do a little bit of cosplay ourselves. I don't know if you'd know by looking, but like we like to cosplay too, and like we just have different specialties and things that aren't featured on your shop. So maybe we have something we could contribute.
Yeah, sounds great. You know, here's my card, and he like puts it into the bag again, like not worrying about you guys touching it. Again, he's so greasy that you see his fingerprint from all the grease on the card. If you guys want to like reach out to us on the message boards, we'd be more than happy to like, I don't know, work something out. Maybe do like a light sponsor thing. I don't know. Like we've got all this like coin now that we can just support the community, and that's really what we want to do. We just want to inspire the imaginations of others. Really. Yeah,
for sure. Well, thank you. What time did you say your friend would be back?
We've got not well, the centaur guy, he's not coming in, right? Like he's the angel investor. We saw him at a con, and he's like, hey, I want to see you guys thrive. But we've got some friends coming through. Blumcraft will be coming in tonight. He's more of a night owl anyways. Can't get that guy to wake up after like, I don't know, noon. But floor cosplay, he's probably already out in the alleys. Like he's just hanging out, doing there's a few meet and greets, and I think he's doing a Power Rangers a little bit later.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, cool.
We'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm here. So if I did miss a signal, and I apologize, I'm a little tired.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
why don't you get that Red Bull? Sounds like you've earned it.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and he just kind of like finger guns away. Like out of character question, would we be able to find any panels that the people he mentioned, Floor Cosplay and Blumcraft, are hosting?
Yeah, when you look at the schedule, you do see that there is hosted by Chained & Co., and you do see Floor Cosplay as one of the speakers, as well as Blumcraft, as well as mystery guest, and it doesn't say who it's going to be, but it's like mystery, like huge, big letters. But they do have an event coming up later tonight. And it's going to be like how to create something that you never thought possible with your imagination.
Nice. Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing down my notes here.
While you're doing that, Vea and Tolan, you guys kind of go through the artist alley. You find some really great artists, some people that are really just trying to make it, a few dice makers, a few dice bags, some small-time creators, a few booksellers that they're trying to like sell their like 1, 2, 3, how to become an adventurer, ABCs and D&D,
Hey.
Aww.
or the follow-up 1, 2, 3s and D&D.
Cute.
Don't ask why the DM has those books. Just, they were great gifts. All right, calm down.
They're very cute.
Stop it. But they, you're like nothing really suspicious. A few cosplayers coming in and out. A few other VIPs that you see stand out because like the badge is really like big and hard to not notice. Anything else that you guys are looking for or anything along those lines?
Have we just scoped our way through the artist alley? Are we done here, do you think?
I'd probably say so. Like you've gone through, like it's a large hallway. Think like did you go to Bonsai this year?
I didn't.
You didn't. So think artist alley at Bonsai, but like 3 times that, like a standard Bonsai session. So like 3 times the length, just lots and lots of panels back to back, but still given enough space so it doesn't feel crowded.
Well, if we figured out everything here, should we maybe just go check out some of the gatherings?
Yeah, let's go check out the gatherings.
Just, check them out, see who's there.
Yeah.
So you
you
guys
recognize anybody?
head towards the gallery, and you guys, it's right close to the stage. They haven't set up the seats or anything for the competition itself. It seems like the stage is going to be mainly for the cosplay competition, and then they'll take it all down, and then they'll have the masquerade in the same area. All the signs are telling you a lot of the schedule. In the pamphlets that you have, there's a few meetups that you're looking at. There is a Demon Slayer, because that's coming back into fashion. Everybody's all excited about Demon Slayer. There's the My Hero groups. You can't ignore them. There's the Trek Stars. Everybody loves a good Trek Star meetup. And a few video game ones here and there. And as you guys are like seeing the different groups meet up and taking pictures in different areas, go ahead, both of you, roll me a perception check.
One of these dice will roll well. Not that one. 12.
12.
Oh, sweet. I got 12 too.
12-2. Okay. You do notice that in like the My Hero group, there are a lot of who's the guy with the red wings in My Hero? Hawks. Thank you. There are just a ton of Aarakocra doing a Hawks cosplay, and they've like spray painted their wings to a red, or like a body paint on their wings. So they're all like, yeah! They're all having a good time. They're like doing a bunch of like just poses and whatnot. In that same group, you do see Ransom from the last con that you went to, who was doing a Sora cosplay, and this time he's doing a Hawks cosplay as well, and he's like looking a little meek because he's got these fake wings, and he's just kind of like, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, hey, how's it going, you guys? But yeah, you see Ransom, he's standing out there, he's got his like spiky hair going on, his wig's kind of like starting to reveal his hairline a little bit. Obviously it's not tacked on very well. He doesn't seem to spot you guys, but he's just like, yeah, he's feeling a little bit small because like these people have real wings. How do you compete with real wings?
Okay. I don't know, should we just be like, hey, can we take your picture? Or would Frederick not take pictures?
Frederick totally takes pictures, and he just like walks up there and like is like, I'd like to take your guys' picture. You all look amazing.
And like a lot of the Aarakocras are like, yeah, of course. And you see Ransom like at the edge there, kind of like,
you, come more in here. Just like, you need to be more front and center, because like it just adds to like the ambiance of
Are-
the hawks here.
Are you sure? Like, I wanna make sure that like these guys did such great work. Like, they're fantastic.
Everyone's done great work. I want to see all of the good work. Everybody get in here.
Okay.
Yes, you all look fabulous. 1 second, darling. Let me just. And she tugs down his wig.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. I can't believe you look really familiar. Have we met before?
You might have met my twin sister, Vea.
Oh, Vea! I met her at Necronomicon. How's Vea doing?
You know, she's quite well. Quite a bubbly creature, you know. Quite the opposite from me. Frederick and I are here just taking pictures of everyone, and she just like smoothly walks back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell Vea Ransom said hi. Like, absolutely, just a gem of a human being or Kalishtar. My bad. So, gem of a person. There we go.
Yes, I'm sure she'll be quite appreciative to hear that. She said you were quite the cosplayer, and she looks up to you.
Oh, and like you can see his face get really like bright red, and he like sits back with the group, and like you can just see him like glowing now with confidence as he poses with the other members, and they're like all like getting really into it, and they're all super excited. Talon, are you gonna take the picture?
Oh yeah, Tolan's like in like the photographer pose, like kneeling down, getting different angles, like going up high for big group shot, and like just, you know,
Photographer yoga.
Yeah, he's doing photographer yoga. He's always wanted to try that. He's just like is leaning into this weird character that he is today.
I need you both to make me another perception check while you're doing this.
Oh God! Finally, 25.
25. Beautiful.
8. I am one with this camera.
You are one with the camera. You are more worried about your rule of thirds. Where's the lighting at? Make sure your shadow stays out of it. As you are seeing this, Vea, you notice there's this like thrum of energy. And you're not quite sure what's going on. Because you're just like, it feels strong. And it feels similar to kind of that druidic magic. But as it's like starting to grow and pass over you, you look towards the base of the tree, and you notice that there's this perfect hollowed out little doorway. Looks like you would be able to walk in and just almost miss the top of your head. And you just see this doorway, and it even has Vea written on it.
I'm gonna wait for a lull in Frederick's beautiful photo taking before pointing it out, but I'm just gonna kind of like glance over, just kind of keep watching it.
As you are kind of just continuing to watch it and glance over, Tolan completely oblivious to it. You keep glancing, and as you glance over every now and again, it starts to slowly just shrink in size.
She's just gonna like tap him real fast and just be like, hey, maybe we could take some pictures by the tree over there.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Oh yeah, they all like Plus Ultra, and they all just kind of get back into like posing with each other. You can see them trading cards and whatnot. As you like continue to look at it, it seems to stay in shape the longer you stare at it. But when you like blink or glance away, it just seems to shrink ever so slightly. Like the roots of this tree seem to like continue to push it back into non-existence.
Does it look like it's like naturally forming with druidic magic, or does it look like it is intrusive?
Looks naturally forming.
Okay, and I'm just be like, do you see that too? To Tolan?
Do I see it?
Yeah, once she points it out to you, you definitely see it.
Oh, that's weird.
It's weird, right?
Is it like those holes in that one story where it's like there's one for everyone, and then they will go through it and they get all twisted?
I don't know, but it feels. I don't know.
Let's get you over there. Let's just don't go in yet. We'll try and get over to it. And he just starts walking with like a purpose.
So you walk over there, and like there are still people hustling and bustling, but they kind of just seem to be ignoring the base of the tree. They don't seem to be really noticing it in the same way that it seems to be just like this thrum of energy, Vea, is calling to you. Like, it has druidic magic for sure. There's something about it, but it wants you to go through that door.
I don't know. It seems really weird, right? Like of all the places in the world I could be, and I know there's the tree connection, but it's weird, right?
It's weird. It's suspicious, but it's also very intriguing, and we all know I am terrible at not going through doors. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll be out here, and he pulls the rope out of his backpack. We're gonna tie this around your waist, and I'll pull you back if something goes wrong.
Is that a good idea, or is this dumb? Or should I just stay here and
I can't
stare at it?
check a door.
Can I just feel the tree around it? And then if all of that feels like normal druidic energy, just she wants to hover her hands above the doorway.
Roll me a nature check.
I should know what my plus is to nature, but I don't. 13.
13. It feels natural. It does not feel like there is any definitive direction of whether it's good or evil. It feels right in the sense of what is growing. Because there cannot be good or evil in a plant. It grows to thrive. It grows to live. There is only balance in its strength that you're feeling that energy, and you feel that whatever is making this door, whatever is right, as you hold your hands slightly around it, this energy just feels all-encompassing in such a neutral power. It's not trying to force you, it's not trying to will you, it's not even going to beg. It just says, it's here. What you do with this is your will.
She's just she's sitting there panicking a little bit because she remembers the temptations of when she was trying to figure out why people were sticking with the mended chain.
Mm-hmm.
And she just remembers all that the things she saw there, and just is a little bit hesitant, but she will start to stick her hand through this doorway.
And once you do that, you hear this very comforting, very soft voice of, "Welcome to my home. Come in, my druid child. Come in."
It's telling me to come in. Tell them, what do I do?
I touch you and give you protection from good and evil.
Okay.
So you're protected from different creatures now.
Hey, and you're holding this tight and everything, right?
Yep, I'm holding the rope pretty tight. I even wrap it around my wrists, and got the strength potion ready just in case. It's I'm ready. Gonna yeet Vea across the convention hall.
Yeah.
I mean, her strength is not going to stop you if you're eating her.
No.
Okay, yeah, she'll go in.
So when you go in, you take that first step, and immediately all of that hustle and bustle of the con floor behind you ceases. And in your first step, it takes you immediately into Rayson's space. Rayson and their tree and their small little sewing space and everything that you're familiar with is connected in that moment. Do you continue through, or do you kind of wait on that first step?
I'm gonna hesitate for just a second. She's trying to figure it out, and doesn't, and it's jarring.
Mm-hmm.
She'll probably count to 5 and take a big breath and step forward.
On that 5, you kind of just get that positive energy, that feeling of support and love from Rayson, and that only they have given you in the past. And on the 5th count, you step through, and it's just shadows for a moment. But as you're continuing to kind of just sit there, you see these vines seem to grow and change, and it lights this long hallway ahead of you. And you see at the very end there is this seems to be a person sitting on a pedestal, and you can smell fresh water coming from that direction.
She'll just start to walk forward. She's being very cautious about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's walking forward, like looking around, trying to figure out what the heck all this is.
As you're walking forward very cautiously, Tolan, you feel the rope slowly pulling away, but you don't see. It just goes into a magical darkness. You don't see Vea anymore. So you're now just kind of like holding onto the rope and slowly letting it lead. But it's not like a tight pull. Like it's not like you're trying to like lead it through.
Yeah.
It's inches at a time. You don't feel like you're giving them feet to walk. It feels like they're like baby steps into it.
He's like, yeah, take it slow, it's okay. He's like talking to himself more, like to calm himself down, but he's like pretending Vea's still there. It's like, it's fine, it's good.
Yeah.
And she'll just keep walking forward.
When you eventually get to like the precipice of this room, it's not very large. It's maybe a 10-foot circular domed room with a pool of water that hugs the outside wall. And in the very center of the room is this little pedestal, and you see this gnome sitting there, and the person is supported by greens and vines wrapping through their skin and clothes and hair, and the hair is green and gray in patches, and you just see this person with this giant smile, and you hear more through the roots than through this person, but their mouth does move as their eyes open up with the glistening blue and green mismatched colors in their eyes, and you hear, "Welcome, Avea. Welcome to my tree."
So I'm sorry. I think Wise Pen is not the right name.
Wise Pine is the easy name that a lot of people provided. It's a fun little nickname. It feels like a good name, but if you wanted to call me by my gnomish name that I went by for so long, it is Whizpin.
So your tree's really nice.
What a compliment coming from you. Thank you.
I feel like I just walked into your home.
I invited you into my home. Would you like a seat? I can get you a seat.
Okay, sure.
And he doesn't flinch, he doesn't move, he doesn't even blink, and before you know it, out of the ground, a vine-like chair, perfectly set for your height, comes out and sits you across from where Whizpin would be sitting.
It's incredibly ergonomic.
You're very ergonomic.
I know, right?
It's very green.
Ooh.
So, what warranted such a warm invite?
And meet the great Vea? How could I not invite you?
Like I like compliments, but like I don't think I've earned that one.
Oh. But your title is the Great Vea, the savior.
I'm sorry, what now?
You saved the forest. You saved my forest. I had to thank you and meet you. Did that not happen yet?
There's probably a lot of people named Vea.
You communicate with Rayson, correct?
I do.
And the Cory?
Yes.
Why do you think I was inspired to grow my Cory tree?
That's a good question. Why were you inspired to grow your Cory tree?
Oh, goodness, You're a very young druid, aren't you? I apologize. Yeah. Have you ever communicated with a tree before?
Not really, not anything other than, emotions.
Of course. They have very broad emotions. How do I put this? the green does not see time linearly. With think of times like the dirt that we stand on, that the trees and the flowers, the grass and everything bloom into. As it blooms outward, not in a single point. And the Kori tree alone, sees everything as once. The older you are, the more points of time that you see at the same time. And I may have spoiled a little bit of your future, unfortunately. I felt your presence here like I did so many years before and again, and I could not help myself but say thank you for saving the forest.
Well, you're welcome from future me. Hopefully.
This is quite embarrassing. I'm sure you have had moments with Rayson who explains your greatness, no?
I mean, not yet. They inspire me to walk my own path.
What a beautiful message. Walking your own path and finding the trail that you must delve through yourself. Make the trail that others may follow. And many more will follow, Vea. Many more will follow. Tell me, how's the quest against the mended chain?
That's why we're here.
Oh. Can I be of assistance?
Maybe. I would, I think, need to see what my friends have learned, but we came here to, I guess, maybe scope and look for people who have been affected. We got a job to see if, I guess, we're more worthy of fighting them, and that's why we're here.
Lovely. Wow, what a true gem, what a true gift. So you have not found the person who's been lying to you this entire time, is that right? Okay. You haven't found out about Tolan yet either at that rate. And let's see here. Rain. Have you discovered Rain's story?
What they were comfortable telling me about it.
Okay. Have you found out who's behind the mask?
I have not asked.
Might be a fun question next time you have a chance to ask the person behind the mask why they wear a mask. Might just a piece of advice, but you keep that to yourself for a little while. Not that I'm trying to spoil anything, but I just can't wait for that discovery. That's one of my favorite moments in when you tell me your history, in the future, in my past, but also now.
I mean, like I got a vague explanation, but I'm not gonna push anyone to say what they're not comfortable with.
Of course. Have you found a way to truly discover who has been chained up?
We kind of just, I don't know, Rain's really good at detecting thoughts, and then it kind of just gets put together.
This must be where I come in then. I apologize.
Yeah,
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just so excited to meet you, Vea. What I can do. And you can see like him actually physically reacting in such an excited manner. And he's looking around and you can see like the vines seem to like twist and shake with excitement as well. And he reaches out a very frail hand, fingernails that seem to have grown just a little too uncomfortably long, but still healthy. And a vine comes up out of the ground and water pools from the area around you into a small ball at the point of this vine, and they seem to shape and shimmer and grow, and they spread into a mask, and a mask shaped like an eagle. And if you put this on, it has a beautiful little hawk-pointed nose. If you wanted to do like a green Griffith cosplay from Berserk, I know that you're more of a Final Fantasy person from the series, but this is what I can do right now. Eventually, we might meet up again and we can figure out how we can change that. But for right now, this will be perfect. And wear this, and you can see the chain that binds them.
Oh.
Okay. That's really, really direct. Do I have to wear it like all the time?
No, no, no. Only when you have the most of high suspicions. This is a confirming tool. You are a very wise person. I doubt that you would not be able to come to the conclusion by yourself. They're not very easily hidden. It's very easy to find out who they are, but it's a confirming thing, and it does need to recharge every now and again. So maybe only a few uses at a time.
Okay. Cool. I mean, as you know, I've got a friend who does already like to wear masks, so...
Yes, it will work for anyone, truly.
So, I don't know, I have to ask, what's your stake in this?
The forest. The tree. The Kori tree itself. You and your Kori is what inspired me from when I was working with a seed. Ever growing, ever changing in my past. It was communicating to me what came from the future. And I saw you, Vea. I saw you and your friends and their strength that they gave you and you gave them in return, and the people who looked up to you. And I saw you in a brilliant white dress crafted by your hand. And I had to make my own Kori because of it.
Can I ask where the mended chain falls into that?
Fire. Fire and hate. Fire and persecution. And they want what has not yet been made. And when they do that, they can summon the ends and bring fire to the plains. But they need creation. They need imagination.
Okay, that's a lot to take in, but I think I should tell all my friends that stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, I think I should go talk to them about all this. And there's probably a lot of questions I still have. Can I come back?
Yes. Just let the tree know that you would like to speak with me. You'll be here for the weekend, yes? I would love to have you here, and answer questions, but I can't reveal everything. I fear I may have spoken too much already, and I have given up your, as they say, spoilers.
No, that's fine, because, I can still enjoy something that's been spoiled for me. Because maybe I know the things, but I don't know how it gets there. And if something seems wild and crazy, then I gotta see how it got there, right?
The journey is oftentimes greater than the destination, yes.
The whole game based around that I love.
So, yeah, I think I should tell my friends all this stuff. And as you said, we strengthen each other. And, yeah, I should probably get back to them.
Of course. It has been a pleasure to meet you for the first time in your time.
And it's been great, and I'm sure we'll talk again, and maybe soon. Maybe my friends are like, "Oh, Bea, you left too early and there were all these questions that you should have asked." But I'm gonna check in with them.
What's that quote? A wizard is never on time. There is no time. There is only the tree and the magnificence of growth.
Yep. And I guess I will see you sometime between 5 years ago and 15 years in the future.
Of course. I look forward to it. By all means, take your time.
And yeah, she'll take this and then just start kind of walking back.
And as you walk back, he seems to calm down again, and the vines seem to kind of embrace him once more, and he continues his sitting posture, and the smell of fresh water declines ever so slightly as you walk out. The hallway is not near as long on your way out as it was in. But this time, as you get closer to the exit, you don't go through Rayson's territory, Dreamscape. It just takes you right back outside.
I was gonna laugh if she ended up like in a different part of the tree, so now the rope is just
Through the tree.
we need to find Axel and Storm like right now.
Oh, okay. What was in there? Was it really cool? Was it?
It was, and maybe a little bit concerning. It was Wizpin. You know, he was just hanging out there, and he said some real interesting stuff. And I think we should talk about it. And she's like holding this eagle mask.
That's a cool mask.
Okay. Yeah, it does look really cool. But I think maybe we should go talk. Yeah.
Yeah. They said they were in the dealer's hall, right? So
yeah,
we can go start looking for them over there. Let's do it. And he just starts doing the walking with a purpose, like he's fancy again.
So you guys are continuing to walk. Storm and Axel, you guys find the booth for Mimic cosplay, and you see two different Kenkus, and one is dressed as Sakura, and one is dressed as Rock Lee. And they just sit there, believe it, to, like, more or less to each other, but like as people walk by, believe it. And then they see you come up, and they're like, "Hey, ramen?
What?
What?
How's it going?
Believe it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Greatest
Believe
shinobi
it.
ever."
Definitely. It's great to meet you. I'm Storm, and this is Axel.
Storm, Axel, Rock
Got
Lee,
it.
Sakura.
Nice. So we just wanted to meet all the cosplay guests. Congrats on being here.
And like they start like just kind of chittering to you. After a few moments, a third Kenku comes in and says, sorry, friends of mine, little confused, hard to communicate."
That's okay.
Right.
So I guess gosh, where do I even start? Can we do like a perception check? Does anything seem weird? Because they seem pretty weird already, but I don't know if that's weird for Kenku.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for sure.
Okay. 5. Oh, not great.
Drexel, you joining in at all, or you just kind of...
Yeah, that's 5 plus 5, so 10.
10? Ooh.
Mm.
Maybe this is just Kenku weirdness. You're not 100% certain. This could be bad guy stuff, though. No idea at this point. You haven't met too many Kenkus in your con adventures, but the main Kenku seems like he's deliberately trying to communicate with you in the best possible manner.
Right. So are you guys judging, or do you just have panels this weekend?
Panels this weekend.
Great.
Oh. What panels are you doing?
And they point to a sign to the next to them, and they're doing like two like cosplay 101 and how to get noticed on the message boards. You can see that they've got like a blocked out spot for the cosplay competition, and it says MCing on there.
Oh, cute.
Oh, Joe.
Do any of the scheduled panels overlap with stuff like the chain shop is doing? Like, are they doing anything together?
It does not look like they are doing anything together now.
Okay, cool. Cool. Which one are y'all, like, if we can only make one, what's the best panel to go to?
Cosplayers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosplay long time?
We're kind of new.
A little bit, but...
New Cosplay 101. Not just beginners.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That one sounds good. Awesome. I don't know, Drax, was there, or Axel, is there anything else we wanted to, like, ask about?
He's just like weirdly like off put by them like speaking his own words back to him. I don't know here. These guys are great, but
But
I just don't know if I had anything to talk about. I mean, I don't usually meet guests. You guys are like great.
we're great.
Yeah.
And the Sakura cosplayer like pulls out a poster of them and signs it really quick and then hands it over to you. We're great.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Cute.
I mean,
Thank
you guys
you.
are great.
You're great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Awkwardly move back.
So I'm
And
Huh?
sorry. Go on.
so out of character. I kind of wanted to see if Grief Fae has a booth.
hmm
Would that be nearby Mimic?
As you're looking around, you definitely see that there is a Grife booth, but it is empty. It doesn't seem to be far away.
Okay. Cool.
When is the cosplay 101 panel? In like
It-
relation.
it's like one of the first things tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just making notes.
You're good.
Um,
As you guys are looking around, Talon and Vea, you do make it in. Is there any other questions or anything else that you wanted to do in the vendor hall before we have everybody meet up again?
I think we were gonna look for that knife, but aside from that, I think we can do that later.
Okay.
I think with the like having found the chain booth, we probably want to like get back and talk to them.
Okay.
Yep.
So it doesn't take long for you guys to notice Tolan walking with such bravado and like down the middle of the aisle, not even like towards one side or the other, just down the middle of the aisle, just ha ha ha.
He's sparkling.
So shiny.
You are shiny.
Dude, this makeup is amazing. It's like 4 dragon scales. Like,
So shiny.
I love it. And they have it for you guys too. But also Draxel, you should try some of this. This is great.
What is it for? Like
It just looks amazing.
okay.
Like, you can put it on your scales, and it like it's kind of nice for like your scales are a little itchy too. Like, takes that
Yeah.
feeling away.
I usually like do that and it's kind of like spits into his hand. It's same thing, but it doesn't like cost money.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but this like adds a little bit of like look. It complements the color of my scales.
Okay.
Makes it look really cool.
It looks good.
As great as that is, we would love to like maybe sit down and have lunch and chat with you guys.
Yeah, a lot happened.
Oh yes, lots
Yeah,
happened.
we should catch up. It's
Yeah.
been
Stuff,
feels
guys,
like
number.
years.
Okay, cool. Why don't
Let's
we
do it.
like grab some food and we'll go sit and talk like normal people at a con?
Yeah.
Good job, Storm.
So on the map, there is like a little designated eating area. There's a few smaller like food vendors. It's all vegetarian, but there's still like soups and ramens and like candies and whatnot that you can get. They have.
Yeah, let's be weebs and get some ramen.
It's not a bone broth, unfortunately. It is a root broth, so be prepared for that. But you guys get some ramen. It like for VIPs, you get it for free, and you guys find a like little VIP section that's set aside specifically for you guys and other VIPs. So it's very quiet in comparison, and not many people are coming and going through this area.
Oh, nice. So we found a booth that is definitely them. It's, I don't know, it seems weirdly incompetent compared with the other times we've seen them.
Like it was too easy.
Yeah. I guess they have some books. We didn't have time to like detect magic on them or anything, but we got some.
Here, I'll detect magic. I've got that.
Yeah? Do you want to pull
Where
out
is
those
that?
books, Drax?
Cast.
Yeah.
All right, casting detect magic.
Oh, there's definitely magic on this. It seems to be something that would be mind altering of some sort.
Great.
Very similar to a business card that you may have seen in the past.
Sweet,
Huh.
they're
Cool.
rigged.
Don't touch them.
Yeah. So we know they're like selling books, but the guys they're selling are like, I don't know how they'll even make one sale. Like maybe if they get some like really great luck, but they're not exactly business savvy, you know?
Yeah,
Could have just been getting people to just touch the book.
I don't like they weren't even calling people over. They were just kind of like brain dead floating around their booth. And when I did detect thoughts, it was just like empty, you know? Like there wasn't even like surface thoughts going on of like, what do I want for lunch? It was just empty, you know?
Bottom of the barrel.
Maybe. Like they said
Maybe
that
they're
they'd have
spread
some.
thin.
Yeah, maybe. They said they'd have some other, like, we got the names of some of the other cosplayers who are going to be there. So we at least know who to watch out for and make sure, like, other people aren't alone with.
Okay.
There was the Floor cosplay and
Yeah.
Blumcraft and Son.
Yeah.
So we'll want to, like, I guess watch out for that. They said they'd be at the booth later.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to see if they're the same, you know, on the inside, or if there's like, I don't know, someone in charge, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we found. What did you guys come up with?
Vea went on an adventure.
But the tree invited me inside.
Right on. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
She
it
got
was
to meet
real
the
weird.
women.
He gave me
Oh.
this.
Okay.
We're so
Oh.
awkward.
For the
Okay.
masquerade later.
Okay, so the entire situation was bonkers. He was talking about the future, and he was like, "Oh, hey, you're the great Bea, you're the savior of the forest," and all this stuff. And he started talking about all my friends, and then he started talking about the mended chain and how they're gonna burn the forest down, and they need the powers of creation and imagination for all this weird dastardly stuff that does not seem to just be cosplay related.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, it was a whole lot.
So they're going to be burning this forest down?
I guess I don't know. It was really weird because
Okay.
he was talking about time, like not linearly, like it was everything, and was like, "Oh no, you're not the savior yet, and I've spoiled things for you." And he was saying things like, "We don't know about Tolan," and other stuff like I don't know.
Tolan's like, what do I not know about myself?
Yeah.
What
Well,
have you been hiding from us?
I don't know.
Tolan?
Oh yeah. And
Hiding
he-
Insight
myself.
check.
Inside check, Tolan.
23.
Oh, wow!
You know, Tolan's clueless AF.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he was like, "You haven't found the one who's lying to you," and that was kind of a big thing. He mentioned Rain and your mask, and I know we talked about it a little bit, but he was like, "Hey, maybe you should ask more questions about that." And then he gave me this mask, and he was like, "Well, if you had an idea that someone might be connected to the mending chain, you can look at them through the mask and it'll confirm it." And I felt really weird being, like, I don't know, dude, this is really a weird situation. Maybe I'm not going to put it on right now. Maybe I'm going to talk to my friends first. And then I just left.
Okay. So So the mask shows you who's controlled by the chain?
Hopefully, Tolan, look at this. With your detect magic up.
Oh yeah, that's still going. Yes. Right.
It more or less has a very like neutral vibe. Like I said before, it's not designed by good or evil. Very neutral. And with your magic, detect magic, it definitely seems to be a spell that displaces illusions.
Cool. Looks like it takes illusions away. We should go look at that booth with it on.
I mean, it seems pretty clear.
Yeah, but then it would confirm it, right?
Oh, it's definitely them. Like,
Yeah.
I mean they were head empty, but like you could also hear like I don't know how to explain this because when they're in your head, like you know how you can hear like the rattle of chains?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was that. Like I could hear it in their heads. Like I know it was them for sure.
But I'm curious, like, what they would look like with the mask on. Like, because then that would give us, like, for sure, like, when we're in other situations, we would know for sure that that's what they would look like. I mean, the chains it's probably going to show chains. It's probably going to show chains. Because that's, like, their whole motif.
I would actually be a little more intrigued in taking it to these other cosplayers that they mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, and he did say it's like, I think there's only so much we can do at a time. Like, we can't just wear it around and see literally everyone.
Oh, does it like run out or?
I'm not really entirely sure, but he said it has to like recharge, so I assume. But yeah, it was really, really weird.
Yeah.
Let's go try it out. I want to try it out.
Okay, and then
I don't have to wear it though.
he said I could like talk to the tree again because I was absolutely positive that I was not going to ask all the questions we needed to ask. And so I was just like, hey, I gotta go talk to my friends first.
Yeah. I'm still like, how does he know all of that? Like,
Well,
The whole time thing.
he was
exists
talking
in time, but not time.
He was talking about how, like, the observation from, I guess, nature's perspective is that everything just is.
so he knows like everything that happened because he's part of nature.
I guess. I don't know. It seems like weird.
Everything.
And it was really weird because, like, okay, so it didn't feel bad, but it didn't feel good either. You know, like, everything about being there just was.
Huh.
And yeah, there was a lot, and it was like cool to hear all that stuff, but also kind of scary to hear all that stuff.
Yeah. What?
I'm saying, right, like if he knows what's gonna happen and like bad stuff that you're supposed to stop but doesn't fully tell you about it, like why wouldn't he?
That's anxiety.
Because what if he tells us all that stuff and then it doesn't happen the same way?
That time is weird.
And I really do want to stop forests from being burned down.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he told me that I was the inspiration for him to grow the quarry tree, and that felt really weird and like way too grand. But at the same time, nothing about it felt wrong or gross or bad. But it also, you know, it didn't feel like, yes, wonderful everything because it just was.
I mean, that's a lot to unpack. Uh-huh. I guess, did he mention any immediate danger or like where we should start looking?
No, and it was hard to ask because
I guess
It would
what's
be-
immediate to a tree?
yeah, and then what even is the concept of what's going on currently right now when he thought I already did all this stuff.
Right, so he won't even know where you're at and what time you're at and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess we know. I guess we'll focus on like what we know and see if there's any plots to light everything on fire and
Well-
try to stop that.
Yeah, and you know that could happen tomorrow, or that could happen wildly in the future. And what even is the future from someone who's living in an ancient tree?
Turtle
or
Bunny
is an
says,
ancient tree.
nature is neutral. Nature is unsettling. Hashtag stay inside.
I was inside.
Inside the tree.
We're inside right now.
Yep,
Oh.
yep, and it doesn't help. Cool. Well, I mean, I guess we know they're here and we know where their like obvious booth is. I guess we can keep an eye on what we know and see if we can find anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
what are we doing for the rest of the day?
When is opening ceremonies?
In like 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Might be a good idea to like try that mask out there just to see if any of, because that's usually where they introduce all the guests that are coming for the weekend. Maybe see if there's anybody among them that we need to watch out for. Because if their booth people are that like head empty, there's got to be someone in control. Like they can't just let the drone mindless wander around the dealer hall. You know? There's
Yeah.
got to be someone working this, I suppose. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, so we've got those 2 other cosplayers to follow. We've got the booth people to follow.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can still work to see if they bring us to anybody. I think it's a good idea to go to opening ceremonies and do that.
Okay. Cool. Anything else we need to watch out for?
I mean, aside from everything, and then
Yeah. We did find out what panels the Chained and Company are hosting. So we might want to like, I think they said, was there one tonight?
Tonight?
I can't remember, David. Was there one tonight?
No, it was tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
Cool.
There's some panels tomorrow we might want to keep an eye on just to see like what they're doing.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? I don't know. Like that's just so much information, and trying to figure out what little bits of it are going to be useful to us is hard in the here and now.
yeah. So let's plan on that. Mhm.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then I guess we have a little bit of time till opening ceremonies. Did we want to look at any other places around the con? Maybe like cosplay repair?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cosplay repair is always good. I like that
Okay.
one.
Cool.
So, you guys finish your lunch. It's very, very satisfying. It definitely doesn't have that same je ne sais quoi when it has like pork and egg in it. Like it doesn't hit the same. Still filling, still tasty. And you guys head down to the base of the tree, and you see a very large open tent that has a few tables and a couple cosplay repair setups and a few people sitting there. You see a few Aarakocra, a Kenku. You see a human and a dwarf, and they're all just kind of like going about their business, crafting their own things, and they see you come up and they wave, and they're not trying to be standoffish, but they're just being kind. Hi, what is there anything we can help you guys with? You guys don't seem to be having any major costumes other than, you know, your Link hat and your very nice eagle mask. That's very pretty. Good job on that.
Oh, yeah. We're okay. We're not really cosplaying yet. We just kind of wanted to like look around and see what's available, and cosplay repair always important to know where that is and like
Yeah.
what resources you guys have and all that fun stuff. How I don't know, we always just like to meet and thank the people who are helping us, you know.
Oh, you're too kind. This is actually just a little something that we do at every con that we can. My name's Devon, and this is an Eric Hokra who is more of a seagull Eric Hokra. My name's Devon, and this is just kind of my friends and my crew that want to help make sure that your costumes, if anything comes up, help out, because we've all been in that situation before. I remember I was doing this Kajinka ride-on cosplay, and it just all fell apart, and I had a few safety pins and a little bit of glue and just an insane amount of luck, I may have been able to like make it 5 more feet. So I just don't want anybody else to experience that. And just my crew, and we're more than happy to help you out if you got anything coming up.
I mean, I think we're pretty solid for now, but like what kind of tools and stuff do you guys have here just in case?
Heat guns, hot glue. We've got a few matches in case if you need to burn anything down. We've got a small little sewing station over here. Nothing industrial, so leathers is kind of out of the question right now. That's funding for next year for sure. Paints, spray paints, and a few, I don't know, odds and ends here and there.
Do you have to burn stuff very often for cosplay?
Sometimes you just need to like melt something really fast back together again.
Sure.
You know.
Okay.
Heat gun takes a little bit of time to warm up, but fire, that stuff is pretty intense. Gets the job done.
It
You have a fire
sure
extinguisher
does.
close by?
Oh, of course, yeah. And he pulls out a fire extinguisher, and then he brings out a fire blanket just in case. Like, we're prepared. Like, we wanted to make sure if we're gonna bring a tool, we have to bring like the ante of the tool, if that makes sense.
Yes. As a fire breathing dragon type person thing, it's good to be safe.
Good to be safe.
Cool. Yeah, we'll probably be checking in throughout the weekend, I guess. I mean, hopefully we won't have to see you guys too much.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I hope you have a good con. Are you guys excited for any of the guests?
I've met Mimic a couple of times. Great guys. Sometimes they're just kind of hard to communicate with, but just a good handful of group of people. I heard Floor Cosplay is going to be here. I haven't seen them in like, feels like months, if not a year. So I'm excited to see them back at it again. I haven't chatted with them in a while. Gree's here. Gree's all right. Yeah, Gree's all right. Gree's a Gree's a person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Have
Definitely
you
a cosplayer.
definitely a cosplayer? Have you known them all very long? You said you'd been friends with Floor for a bit. How did you guys meet?
Oh yeah, we met up at just kind of a small con that was like put together by a few people who just did not know what they did. The con fell through so fast. You know what I mean? Like they're like, yeah, we're gonna do a con, and they did it like twice, and they just could never get it off the ground. You know what I mean? We met there. And we bumped into each other because we ended up both doing a Hiei cosplay. His Hiei cosplay was hilarious because it was all just quite literally garbage, like literally garbage. And like I'm not, they would say the exact same thing. So Hiei and garbage, just it was funny. But we were really excited to do like just Hieis together. And next year we decided to do with just kind of continue with the Hiei vibe, and it was a lot of fun. So it was really great to see Floor Cosplay do their thing and then like get a little better. I've seen a few posts of them like getting sponsored, so that's really exciting. That's kind of how we met together for the first time.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we've heard about a lot of different like sponsors here, and we met some at the booths. Like, how did You know how Floor got into that?
Again, they've been off the radar for like a year now. I swear, maybe not a year,
bummer.
like 8 months.
Okay.
So I couldn't say exactly what's been going on. We're tight, but we don't like sit there and like hang out, every few weeks or whatever.
Well, glad for their success, though, right?
Definitely.
Ooh. Well, thanks for your help, Devon.
Devon, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Devon.
I'm Storm. This is Freddie, Axel,
Frederick.
Andrea. Freddie. We'll catch you around. It was good to meet you.
Honestly, take this with no ill in my heart. I hope I don't.
All right.
Well said.
Finger gun.
Finger guns again. I love raining in the finger guns.
Time to awkwardly walk away from conversation.
So in the interest of time, you guys walk away. You kind of see a few more people, get closer to the opening ceremonies, and that's where we will have to end this session. We're getting ready for the opening ceremonies.
Yay!
Sweet.
Thank you guys so much for keeping me on my toes, as always. I never know what you guys are going to do. Like, it's a fence. I gotta know more about this fence, apparently, all of a sudden. Heck yeah, let's do this. Are you gonna investigate the fence that I've now spent a little bit of time creating in my head? No? Cool. All right, let's continue on.
There's a fence, and it is there in our heads. So.
Yeah, it's there. It's ready to go if ever something comes up.
How flammable is the fence?
I don't know. Screw around. Find out. Let's see. You guys are great. I love playing with you guys so much. Thank you guys for being the awesome players you are.
Thank you for being the awesome DM that you are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So as we like to always do, I want to make sure that you guys get an opportunity to shout out where we can find all of you. On your screens, you can find our tags. But let's start with Jazzy. Where can we find you on your socials?
Twitter at Crimson Nova Cos.
And V-Fire, where can we find you?
Yawning.
Oh, Dustin, where can we find you?
Twitter at SkySteelArt.
Mercedes?
At V-Fire Cosplay.
And Pannon?
At Pannon on Instagram and at Pannonation on Twitter, and the Pannonators Fantastic Cosplay on Facebook.
And if you wish to find me for some odd reason, you can find me on Instagram at @TheCrestSphinx or on Twitter at CrestSphinx. Of course, thank you guys for those of you who are here live. We love you. We thank you. We couldn't do this without you. It's been so much fun having you all here. Seeing Turtle Bunnies in the chat. It's always so great. For those of you who are listening in post and just the audio form, if you wanted to join us, you can always join our Patreon. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Bye!